finger 11, take a second, I'm finished.
I know you've both been sitting patiently for the past 2 years, waiting for your shot, so I made a decision. Neither one of you will be starting.
Come on, Coach, give us a shot.
How many of those do you guys have?
EA Sports coverage of college football takes us to Miami, Florida, and Hard Rock Stadium for the 2019 Kickoff Classic and an early season matchup of powerhouses. It's the USC Trojans taking on the Florida Gators. So here we go. It all starts now. A new season of college football underway here in Miami. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. USC gets set here, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Flynn. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run from the shotgun to Washington. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback unexpected. Passing situation.
On 3rd down, Flynn and Walker with it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the
15 yards there on the catch and run. They'll run from the gun with Charles. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Off the play fake, Flynn. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. On 1st and 10, Flynn throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Clay that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To throw again. Flynn. This complete to the tight end, Clay. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. From the gun, Flynn, that's caught. Touchdown, USC. An 11-yard touchdown. The Trojans have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Already down 7-0. Here comes his first collegiate snap on 1st and 10. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Now left side on the swing pass. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Escaping the pressure right. The open man is Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. Laken Smith, 52 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, Coach O'Brien, he could not have asked for a better start for this offense, getting a score on their opening possession. And I guess maybe that justifies the call he made with which quarterback to start.
I'm just wondering, from everything we heard this offseason, what do you think, partner? Did he flip a coin about who would start at quarterback, or did he really evaluate them in the preseason? But look, that first drive, first career start against a big-time opponent, packed stadium, noise coming from everywhere. How about how he handled this? Took the team right downfield, put 6 on the board, and how about the statement of Tommy Matthews on the sideline? He's telling him, this is my job to lose.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Clay, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Flynn, wide open receiver, complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
15-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun. Flynn. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. These college offenses, Charles, so wide open. And there's an example right there that we just saw. And let me ask you, how does a college offense differ from an NFL offense, or does it?
Well, it still does, Brandon, because NFL offenses, while they're continuing.
And he is in for a USC touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And his guys have taken the lead. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Makes the score. Trojans 14.
So now following the USC touchdown, on is the kick team to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Gators take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
That play right there, Charles, that is a prime example of why Coach O'Brien likes this young quarterback on the field, his ability to scramble.
And you talk about the ability to scramble, move his feet, quarterback run plays, you name it. Everything is in the playbook now when he comes on the field. And that's what you like because you know Coach O'Brien's background is defense. And as a defensive coordinator, what drove him crazy? Quarterbacks that can move.
But the coaches even said to us, Charles, that at times he reminds them of a running back.
Yeah, they don't want to say it very loudly and take all the motivation away from this young man, but if they had to move him to running back full time, they'd be very confident that he'd be a good one.
Back to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida. Lakin Smith with his second. Touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, Flynn. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Throw left side complete. It's Charles.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Flynn throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds. Says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down. The USC punter out there now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's Ellington. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he rifles one incomplete.
To the sideline.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's caught by Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that.
There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. Laken Smith on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And his guys are on. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. I'll tell you what, a pretty special performance for his first ever start. Now with 3 touchdown passes.
That's not a bad number to get things going, is it? Because, let's face it, we had our attention on him coming into this game. He's fully captivated us now. With every score, I think he's making his case to stay as the starting quarterback and not get involved in a rotation system.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Back to throw. Flynn. And able to use the stiff arm to gain leverage initially, but not much room thereafter.
He's brought down.
Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd down.
Operating from the gun. Flynn. Little underneath ball to Clay. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
A 1st down carry here for Charles. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Left side here, caught by Clay. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the defense.
Flynn's pass complete. A fumble.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Come on, man. Check your toe. You better do something.
So flag for the con. Tagged pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And the incomplete pass there, and you think about the quarterback position in college football. Kind of seems like once you get a guy developed, his 4 years are up just like that. He's off to the NFL. So what we're seeing here, a first ever college start at the quarterback position. How hard is it to win with someone who is unproven like that?
It's always hard. Now, we've seen guys do it, but to me, there are few and far between, because the teams that don't have returning starters at that position, or at least guys that saw significant action and can handle the pressure a little bit, you got to put them a little bit of a notch below everyone else, because in high school, those guys can get by on raw talent. It's harder to do that on the college level.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
So following the made field goal by the Gators, their kick team gets ready to send this away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The SC offense about set to take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step, because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And with that, we reach halftime in Miami in the opener to this college football season.
Trojans 14.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
10. At their own 28-yard line.
Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's going to keep it here. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Third down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
Now this throw caught left side. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up. A first down.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida. Laken Smith, 40 yards. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further. And that's now his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And boy, this has been quite a performance for the junior, as we remind you, getting his first ever college start.
And this has really been an amazing story, because ordinarily, when a junior's making his first start, he's had a few reps along the way prior to, but in this case, the number is 0. So this is almost off the charts. They were watching him make his first start as a junior, and already he's thrown 4 touchdown passes in this game. This is absolutely amazing.
And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it.
The onside kick recovered by the hands.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. From the gun, Flynn. That's complete to Ward. And he's into the clear. And he will score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Benny Ward, 46 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
10 at their own 32-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running.
Down at the 35-yard
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9-yard. The pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Hey. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Now 3rd down.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Rolling to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
But how about this, a fake? Flushed out right. The result there is the offense is going to come back on the field. A 1st down as they get 12 on the fake punt. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To the sideline and
3rd quarter action, and we appreciate you spending your Christmas Eve right here with us. 2nd and 10.
Steps away to his left. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this 2nd half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Buying time to his left. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter.
Gators 33.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front.
And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida. Lakin Smith there to make the grab. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further.
Touchdown number 5 for the junior quarterback. And that That certainly makes Coach O'Brien's job at the post-game press conference a lot easier.
And you're right, it certainly made Coach O'Brien's press conference awfully easy. But how about the conversation he's now going to have with Tommy Matthews? Because all indications we had from talking with Coach during the preseason, he told them both that they were going to get their chance. But now that this guy's throwing 5 touchdown passes, now he has to go back to Tommy Matthews and kind of shrug his shoulders and say, I know what I intended to do. I know what we talked about. But he's got the hot hand. We're going to have to go with it.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. Looking to throw. Flynn, screen pass to Charles. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Looking to get it to Ward, intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
They going to get him.
The 2nd down pass.
Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown, Florida. Lincoln Smith there to make the grab. And the Gators push that lead out a bit further. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here.
And now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Recovered by the receiver.
Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's 1st and 10 for the Trojans. Operating from the gun, Flynn. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
8-yard line.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll let Charles try and get him in. And he is in for a USC touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Now, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team.
Recovered by the hands.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play, but now it'll be 3rd down. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Well, it's not going to be a 1st down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the 1st down.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Trojan offense ready to get their next drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen. 53 for Mike. 53. Check 53.
Now a draw play. Here's Charles. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Flynn. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into a double team, and it's in. Intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Holding. Defense.
Out of here, man.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Flynn, and he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Intended for number 24.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Flynn. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Cooper's got him. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. USC gets set here, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Flynn. Escaping the pressure. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
So erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last for a
long time.
No doubt.
Extra point splits the uprights. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. Oh, did the kicking team get it? Yes. The onside kick works like a charm. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Just keeping the play alive. He'll try and run it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Now whistles and a timeout call here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Now back to throw. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15.
Today's final score, Gators 48, Trojans 35.
So things got off to a solid start. But after several weeks, you and Tommy had rotated quite